For the Daily National and Media Training Insider, this is Mike Bako. Anyone watch the Jet Giant preseason game? Probably if you're watching here in New York, you may have watched it on NBC4. They did something interesting. They integrated tweets into the actual game broadcast. Now, on the surface, people might think, wow, this is great, integrating social media into a game. But when does it become too much? We're already inundated with stats for fantasy football. We're already inundated with different commercials and promotions that go on during the game, let alone the fact that announcers and analysts in general speak way too much. So adding in one more level of interaction that we have to be, I guess, exposed to during the actual telecast. Will it actually take away from the telecast? Will it drive people away? Or will this integration with social media and tweeting and twittering and Facebook and everything else that goes along with our changing media world make games more interesting for fans to watch? Certainly remains to be seen. I don't think that this is something that Fox or NBC or ESPN is going to integrate on a full-term basis yet, but it'll be interesting to see as we go on how much more integration we'll get. Will people be able to ask announcers questions? The New York Mets do this to a certain degree now with their game telecasts. Gary Cohen and Ron Darling and Keith Hernandez sometimes take tweet questions during the actual broadcast. Sometimes that's more interesting than what's going on during the game. But it's an interesting development. It's an interesting development with football, which really relies a lot on statistics. And if you ever watch the CBS broadcast, they're always running the fantasy ticker at the very bottom in terms of stats. So it's interesting to see. Let's hear what you have to say. If you are interested in this, leave a comment here at the bottom of this post, or visit the Daily National or MediaTrainingWorldwide.com/blog and leave your questions, your comments, and we'll see what you think. For the Daily National, for Media Training Insider, this is Mike Bako.